The question is how to make this functional food. There are a lot of methods actually. One of the methods is by using dietary intervention. This is very simple. This is very easy. We just feed the chicken with the diet and rich with, for example, we want to increase the amount of omega-3 in the eggs or in the meat. So we just give the animal with diet rich in omega-3. And then this is from the physiological point of view, the product of the body will be enriched with omega-3 as we fed to the animals. Also, the other method is we can
sedang berbicara di atas panggung, pembicara keynote speaker kita yang pertama pada hari kedua, yakni Prof. Sugiharto dengan moderator Bapak Mas Agus Haligir Tamimi STP MSc yang membahas tentang antibiotic free meat and eggs toward healthier food of animal origin. Yuk kita lihat sedikit cuplikannya.
Another example is omega-3. It's offer us more beneficial functional component in the product for the eggs. Also, I think this is the last presentation. When we want to increase the content of vitamin D3, we can use free-range farming system for our players. So this is very easy, this is very cheap, but the problem is the productivity will not be as much as an intensive farming system. So research is still ongoing, and we have to define what is the method, the most efficient method and the most effective method for this enrichment for the functional food. Okay, thank you very much. Very short presentation. Hopefully we can have a discussion after this. Thank you, Mas.
Wah, diskusi yang presentasi yang sangat menarik ya. Sekarang sepertinya masuk ke sesi diskusi deh.
Growing demand for eggs and chicken meat in Indonesia has raised concerns about how safe and sustainable poultry production is. To keep poultry healthy, alternative like probiotic, prebiotic, and natural meat additive have been introduced, improving the quality of meat and eggs. This alternative meet consumer demands for healthier foods, for example, rich in omega-3 or vitamins. Additionally, there are free-range farming and further increase the nutritional value, and also to moving towards antibiotic-free production is essential to bring a safer, healthier, and more sustainable food system while tackling global food issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we will open the floor for the question. If you have any question, please raise your hands. If no one, can I ask questions? Okay. So, for me, is how does the removal of antibiotic from poultry result and affect consumer acceptance? And of course, the chicken egg, like the term of concern about antibiotic residue and potential impact on public health.
Yeah, thank you. The concept of antibiotic residue is a big concern right now because somehow in the production system we use the excessive use of antibiotic. Antibiotic can be applied in two alternatives. The first is antibiotic mixed with feed, so it's called in-feed antibiotic. And then the other one is we can use antibiotic as a therapeutic purposes, but the use of this therapeutic purposes is sometimes we use in excessive mode. So when we use into very high level, then the antibiotic will not, as a note that antibiotic is not digested by the animals. So antibiotic will be excreted into the, through the excreta, through the feces, or antibiotic will be deposited inside of the tissue. When the antibiotic, the excessive antibiotic, you give the animals too much antibiotic, then some of the antibiotic will be deposited in the tissue, and then we eat the product of those, for example, eggs or meat, contained of antibiotic. This is very dangerous for us as a customer, because there are a lot of bad effects, as I mentioned before. There is a carcinogenic effect, antibiotic resistance is a very common matter. And if it is excreted through the feces, for example, then it will contaminate the land. And when it's contaminated the land, then the antibiotic will be transferred into the plants. And when we eat the product of the plants, then we eat antibiotic. Again, it will be more and more inside our body. Then antibiotic resistance will be. Therefore, right now, if you are getting flu, for example, you have to eat more than the previous foods, because maybe we suffer from antibiotic resistance. In terms of policy, I think more than 90% countries in the world that now they ban antibiotic use. This is mostly for the antibiotic mix with the feed. But for the antibiotic use for the therapeutic purposes, this is still okay. In terms of we have to make a range. It is allowed or not. It is permissible or not. But you know, especially in Indonesia, then it is okay. Then we have a certain limit for this use of antibiotic. But you know, the farmers sometimes they just give. They just ignore the regulation. And no agencies, no governmental agencies inspect to the farmers. That's a problem, big problem. All over the world, not only here.
Wah, ternyata penggunaan antibiotik pada unggas maupun hewan benar-benar sangat berbahaya ya, terutama untuk tubuh manusia, seperti bakal muncul terjadinya antibiotik resistensi dan juga pada lingkungan sangat berpengaruh. Kita lihat diskusi akan dilakukan selanjutnya.
So we are addressing the danger of antibiotic residue in the meat, right? And then it will make antibiotic resistance. But my logic, I'm thinking like this: if you have some antibiotic on the meat, maybe it will help from the point of view of microbial contamination. Because you see, when we are talking about food safety, we also care about whether the food or meat, for example, is contaminated with salmonella. Alright? So my question is, after we stop using antibiotic, is there any effect to the quality of the meat itself? For example, will it be easier to be contaminated by salmonella? For example, as we know, in Indonesia, we don't really have a very good facility to give it cold chain. Because most people are, simply like say on table without a proper refrigeration. So this is just, I'm wondering, because when we stop antibiotic, do you see this problem increase in our program?
Okay.
Sorry to add the question, because this still continue topic. Since the antibiotic consumed by chicken, so my name is Amari from Food and Agro-Biodiversity, and when the chicken consumed the antibiotic, so it will increase the accumulation in the body, and finally also provide the feces containing antibiotic, excreta containing antibiotic. What do you think is the to the, for example, cabbage that, as we know, the cabbage use the fertilizer from gases and excreta, and then maybe is there any idea to cut and then to improve this negative change? Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. The first question is, sorry, I forgot the question.
The first question is from Pak Yuga. It's regarding the food safety aspect.
Okay. When we are eating the chicken meat, and the chicken meat is contaminated, the chicken meat have a residue of antibiotic inside, then it will influence our body. In terms of, because antibiotic is not digested by the gastrointestinal tract. So before that, there are a lot of variants of antibiotic from, as you can see, bacteria, in a lot of things. And when we use in excessive dose, as I mentioned before, the antibiotic will be becoming a residue inside of the product, the animal product origin, or it will be excreted through the vessels. And when the antibiotic is inside of the meat or eggs, when we consume this product, then it will get into our body. And as our body has a very limitation for excreting this antibiotic. So some of the antibiotic will influence especially the microbiota inside of our intestine. So when the antibiotic, when our microflora is influenced by this antibiotic, then it will resist. Once we get a problem with the bacteria, for example, we use antibiotics. So we will not be recovered from this disease when we drink the same doses of antibiotic as we take before. So we have to increase the level of antibiotic that we have to consume to deal with this bacterial disease. It's a big problem. And the second question, Bagi, as I also mentioned in the previous slide.
Sesi pembicara kali ini benar-benar tidak hanya menyampaikan materi dari penelitian saja, tapi juga menghadirkan sesi diskusi bersama dengan peserta.
But I don't know until now, is there any technology which can eliminate or destroy the antibiotic inside of the excreta? Hopefully we can find this technology. But
Nah, itu tadi pemaparan dari Bapak Sugiharto tentang antibiotik di dalam chicken, di dalam ayam. Dadah, sampai ketemu di pemaparan selanjutnya.
Plants, then the plant will absorb some of the nutrients